There it is. It was in that spot that a chunk of metal fell from the ceiling of Assembly Hall, crushing a seat and taking Indiana's crazy season into scary territory. Hi, I'm Ken Bykoff. And Tuesday night's game versus Iowa was postponed by the accident, which took place just about 6 hours before IU's scheduled tip-off with the Hawkeyes.
We have some preliminary feedback on sort of what went wrong and what happened, but I want to really emphasize that it's preliminary and subject to change once they get up and make a more immediate visual and physical interaction with this facing that is in Assembly Hall. And it's 100 feet in the air, so it's not the easiest thing to access. We've had to call in special equipment from Indianapolis to be able to physically, I assume it's like a cherry picker, something like that, to get up close to the facing. So I'm not an engineer, so bear with me, but in the four corners of Assembly Hall, there is a facing of steel plating that runs basically from each side up into the middle at a mild curve, if you will. And the preliminary assessment is that with the snow and ice accumulation, it's settled at the lowest point in that curve in such magnitude that it essentially popped that bottom plate off.
The piece of metal weighed roughly 50 pounds, and head coach Tom Crean was just happy that nobody was in the seats when the accident occurred.
You know, obviously it's a very tough situation to look at. You feel bad for everybody involved, but at the same time you look at it and you just absolutely realize that a incredible tragic crisis could have been averted, or was averted, I should say. And so you have to look at it from that lens, and from that point on, we just did everything we could do to be supportive, look at what the contingency plan would be before we met with the team, and then decide to go forward and have practice and treat it like it's a day before a game practice, not knowing if it would be or not, and continue on the way we would have.
Now, Assembly Hall's roof has a unique structure that features cables holding up concrete slabs to create a roof, and the facing was a cosmetic touch to cover the space between the wall and the roof. IU will look at a number of options, including removing the metal facings altogether, but the Hoosiers do plan on holding a women's basketball game at the arena Wednesday night while keeping the affected areas roped off. No makeup date for the IU-Iowa game has been announced, but the two programs have 72 hours to come to an agreement before the Big Ten will step in and make the decision for them. For Campus Insiders, I'm Ken Bykoff.